Hello, beloveds, and welcome back to Soul Sisters of the Violet Flame. This is going to be a little bit of freestyle with several decks. I'm lighting the palo and the sage. And we're going to say a quick prayer. Dear source of all it is, was, and will ever be, I thank you today and each and every day for all that you do and all that you do through me. I call upon you at this time to guide me in summoning the Ascended Masters, which include the prophets and prophetesses of the highest white, as well as the angels of the highest white light, for our protection, guidance, as well as clear, concise communication. Please give us the courage and strength necessary for us to face all the challenges that are before us right now. Wrap us in your mighty wings and protect us from harsh negative energies. Thank you for always being there for us. So it is, so it is, so it is. All right, beloveds. I'm going to begin with some messages from 8/12, which was yesterday. We're also going to be rolling the dice today, so we're just going to slide these in right now. As a reminder, sometimes I say I'm going to use them and then I forget. So, yes. Yesterday's channeled messages were actually really short, cut and dry, and some of you may have already been informed of these messages because I shared them in a chat feed. Why? Well, because they synchronized perfectly with the message that was in the video, so I shared my experience with my own wording from my notes. And it's simply this. Then there is a flash storm, followed by sunny weather, co-creating heaven. Sneezing is the internal sun rejecting the bullshit. The vagus nerve region has been doing a little dance. The energy parasites don't stand a chance. Okay. And then I did some writing this morning, 8/13/2024. Today is a fasting day for me, and the company I keep in the morning had to go on ahead and remind me of meat and taters. Meat and taters, meat and taters. Meat and taters. Anyways, as a reminder that it is a fasting day, a white day, the 13th, 14th, and 15th of each month, as well as Mondays and Thursdays. So, I intermittent fast every single day, incorporated with prayer, which leads me to share my notes. I never thought I would say this, but over the past few years, as I tap in and drink deeper, even the ones I believed to be impaired beyond saving do absolutely have the ability to change, to be change and cause change. Even some of the people involved in what happened to my sons and I between 2011 and 2014 have changed drastically in behavior. Here's the kicker. They're still mages. They also understand there is more to me than a sage mage. As they witness that pink and gold flare leave my body as a distress signal to the angels of the highest white light, they know I am not just some witch, but a being who creates change instead of just wishing for it. I screamed to the top of my lungs for Archangel Michael. Then, the ties that bound us dropped to the dirt floor as a powerful entity knocked on my door. Here to this day to collaborate and settle the score. I have no other choice but to believe in miracles and angels. No turning back now. Instead of reacting with vengeance, I removed myself. Even with the losses and sacrifices, I was still alive. My family was secure, with or without me, and life improved instantly. Healing the ancestral wounds, karmic static, and principalities attachments. All of that healing took center stage. And it has the whole world wondering, lady, do you ever age? Well, sure. I mean, we do mature. As long as we get a grip, run with bare feet, co-creating heavenly pastures with a higher vibration and unbiased intent. Demons no longer pitching tents and living rent-free within our spiritual community. And one of my tricks of the trade, beloveds, is the combination of fasting and prayer. It really is that cut and dry. Through fasting and prayer, we overcome our past decisions, less desirable. Especially on holy days. And I'm not speaking on the superficial Gregorian calendar days. That drive us to go make eloquent purchases and chase the Joneses and the Smiths and buy others' love. In order to fit their bill and be in their good graces. So, again, that's my notes. We are freestyling today, and we're going to begin with the dice. We have double sixes and a 4. Some of you are actually going to be finding out about a misfortune for someone else. A loss of a friend, a loss of a family member. Also, you will be the one guided to console them. And I can see some of you even giving away something important to you, to them, for the sentiment, offering some sort of gift, a new blessing that will come from you to them, well disguised. And it's going to feel like a happy, spirit-led undertaking. And you will know by the communication what it is you are meant to bestow to them. That will grow on them as a blessing. Of course, there's always more. Because this encounter is also going to spark something new within you. A feeling as though there is no time to be simply sitting at home and ignoring the world. If you don't set out and have this encounter, there may be an opportunity missed, or otherwise gifts of some kind or good news coming in from someone else who has also been traveling. A 3, a 1, and a 4. Tension, as someone may test your resolve. And you may need to recall an event of great importance, which is going to create an upcoming change in circumstances, but in a positive manner. It is going to open up a portal of times of plenty for you. And of course, it's going to look different to each and every one of you. Imminent good fortune. Imminent good fortune. As even you are going to be hit by surprise with some kind of great gift. It doesn't necessarily have to be an object, like a physical object. It could be an anointing, a blessing. One more. The 1 is canceled. It is too far away. Or excuse me, the 2 is canceled. It's too far away. So we have a 1 and a 4. Something new entering your life, whether it's information or even a person. Either way, it's from a positive external source. It can be great news from long distance. It can also be a long lost friend returning. I'm going to go a bit deeper. With wisdom of the hidden realms. First, tell us a bit more about this exchange, this encounter. As the collective is being guided and summoned to venture outside of their home, even. First, tell us a bit more about this encounter. Ooh. It is the map maker of destiny. Authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. That's a lot of tools they have going on there. Tools and materials. telling us that we have everything that we need to shift fate into destiny. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Shadow Queen. Acquiring knowledge. Is what's standing out to me at this time. An opportunity. I'm hearing good deeds that erase the not so savory deeds. Wow. Just do good. These encounters are also going to encourage and challenge us to evolve into higher aspects of ourselves. Fate represents the events in our lives that were meant to happen. However, fate is transformed into destiny in accordance to our response. We have an opportunity to transmute these circumstances into great opportunities. And now is one of those times. As we are not just venturing out of our home, we attract more of that sustenance that heals hearts and creates change in order for us to express our higher selves. We're being guided to pay much closer attention. Fate makes the map, but destiny is determined by the manner in which we engage on our journeys. I'm not so sure I've ever seen the Shadow Queen before. Wow, that is a really loud airplane flying over. They must be on a mission. Oh my goodness. The Shadow Queen is a rather interesting image. We're actually being challenged to get inspired and try new things. Overcoming. Getting inspired and trying new things to overcome. Finding balance in all things. Shining light on dark situations. And overcoming them, and then realizing that even our shadow can offer us strength. We may not see it as it hides away in our blind spot. Sometimes making us feel as though we're being squeezed and tied into a knot. We're being guided to not run from our shadow, as it is not always negative. As a matter of fact, it is some of our shadow aspects that make us unique and wonderful, even if others do not always appreciate these parts of us. Being guided to examine ourselves and our lives with a different perspective. And that falls in line with my notes that I opened this message with. To be more objective and allow the shadow aspects to guide us in distinguishing between its positive and negative. During Mercury retrograde, beloveds, is the perfect time to look deeper into our shadow side. Fear leads to rejection, judgment, and possibly even ridicule. Our shadow does not always have to be that big bad wolf. It is a part of us that we need in order to function with balance. As we are the yin and the yang, the dark and the light, the polarity of being, the divine feminine and the divine masculine. That is to be human. One more shuffle. Interestingly enough, out comes the eyes of beauty, positive expectations, and clarity. This, beloveds, is the result of setting out to be inspired I briefly shined a light on a bad situation, but I also shared how I overcame it. We understood the assignment, regardless of the manipulation. I'm going to close this message reading on the 24, 16, and 25. Reaching our potential and manifesting objectives, aligning our thoughts, heart, and action with our goals, trusting the universe to help and guide us. Major life changes on the horizon, and now is the perfect time to strengthen our sense of intuition so we then can lean into trusting ourselves. So see this number as a message of faith from our guardian angels, that number being the number 25. And the number 16 echoes the importance of wisdom and rebirth. Proverbs 16:16 states how much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. And emphasizes the value of wisdom and the transformative power of acquiring knowledge. Love and spiritual completeness. Divine guidance and the establishment of God's perfect will in our lives, as well as signifying the manifestation of God's promises and blessings, highlighting the importance of faith and trust in the divine plan. Also meaning positive approach and attitude even amidst the struggles. Shifts and changes. The guardians are grabbing our attention and sending us a message of encouragement. Using positive energy to keep us stable. It is time to find balance, as a profound change is right around the corner for us. We have the inner strength needed. We've made it through so many tough situations with flying colors, and we're still alive. We're still here. We lived to tell the stories. Change can be challenging. It's important to stay strong and know that we have the assistance of angels to help us make it through. This number 16 shows up when our angels want us to listen to our own intuition. When they believe we need a little support in making certain life decisions, and even can be seen as a lucky number, the number 16, as it is a message of hope and a positive sign of sweet changes coming our way. One for fresh starts. And the 6 to connect to symmetry, balance, synchronicities, personal growth. And to pay attention to our home life, sometimes we have to step outside of our home. Our beloved guardian angels are leading us to a comfortable and stress-free life that will be that way as much as possible. And they will do whatever it takes to facilitate that. Major life changes, and we're being guided to keep a positive outlook as we have already overcome so many struggles. Overcoming hardship. And instead of going down the road of revenge and vengeance, we headed in a positive direction, aligning our subconscious mind with positive thinking and knowing that we can achieve anything. 6 and 1 is 7. A highly spiritual number concerning wisdom, spiritual awakenings, and asking for divine help and guidance even in our everyday lives. Reminding us to turn to our angels for guidance, as they can help us through a roller coaster of feelings and ultimately keeping us connected to the spiritual purity that we regained even when we feel knocked down. This is a distinct time of growth, stability, balance, and leaning into symmetry. We're being guided to recognize the powerful combination of our analytic mind, material issues, and our actual feelings about life, love, and everything in between. An invitation to know ourselves better, trust ourselves on a much deeper level. That line that Mr. T likes to drop during his campaigning, the best is yet to come. Yeah, well, he didn't come up with that. He didn't come up with that. Oh, no, no, no. It was actually the Munson family. Some of you may be familiar with the old days of Club 8 and HEAL. HEAL International. Non-profit. Yet other opportunities to signify shifts and growth, deepening our relationships and growing closer together as a humanity as a whole. And whatever happens, we are continuously overcoming periods where we feel like we just fell apart. But it was all a part of the plan. We had to fall apart so that this divine collaboration and co-creation between us, our kindred spirits, and our A-team could come together in trust, balance, higher learning, and ascension. And that is all I have for you, beloveds, in this particular message. I'm feeling guided to leave it alone from there. In my next video, I'm going to be breaking out the starseed decks that I have on hand. And we're going to do a little storytelling. Thank you so very much for tuning in, beloveds. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Light, illumination, enlightenment, and celebration. First thing coming to my mind is hard work paying off. Happy Tuesday. and brightest blessings.